the power the box possesses may be used for evil purposes if it fell into the wrong hands. She decides to travel to the Antarctic herself. However, with numerous researchers and agents, not to mention both the Mishima Zaibatsu and Xiaoyu pursuing it, going alone would be suicide. Then, Julia sees an unusual man in a local newspaper.
Dangerous fugitive apprehended by famed bounty hunter. I know that face.
Bob Richards, the man known across the country as Bob, the bounty hunter with bling, happily takes on Julia's request.
So, you want me to track down a box? Whatever. Job's a job.
Julia wonders if this man even knows the dangers involved with confronting both the Mishima Zaibatsu and Xiaoyu. Despite the uncertainty, she extends a hand in friendship.
Welcome on board, Bob.
So, Julia, you're still studying the Pandora. Any luck?
Too soon to say. This sort of research takes years, and we might never know its secrets. Still, whatever we may learn from the box, it will never be used for evil. Promise.
Well, that's good to know.
Your reward money. I hope the number is satisfactory.
Forget it. The journey itself ended up being a sort of reward. It's more than enough for me.
You can be a real piece of work sometimes. But that was kind of noble. Charming, even.
You think I'm charming? Well, that's a start.
Having successfully obtained Pandora, Julia took it to several of her environmentalist friends for research. They discovered a power and technology within the box that had never been seen before on Earth. The potential to utilize such a great discovery to help restore and protect the environment made them all very excited. However, the researchers working on the project began to fight amongst themselves. The sudden outburst of violence from otherwise peaceful researchers gave Julia great concern about the true nature of Pandora's power. She thought that perhaps it was a tool meant to cause conflict between people. As Julia wondered what to do with Pandora, it mysteriously imploded. Though her friends were disappointed over the loss of such a unique discovery, Julia was secretly relieved. She felt that just like nature, the power of Pandora is something that is not meant for people to control. As the leader of the Robin Hood-style ninja group known as the Ninja Clan, Yoshimitsu hears a strange sound ringing through the night, as if it is calling for something. Yoshimitsu wonders if his demonic sword is resonating with energy from the people now in the Antarctic who are in pursuit of Pandora. He sets out for the frozen continent in order to appease the appetite of his cursed sword. Yoshimitsu hires the services of Raven to watch over him should he lose control of the demon sword. However, Raven agrees only on the condition that the mission play out according to his rules.
Alright, Yoshimitsu. I'm gonna show you how a real ninja gets things done. Shoshi symbol. think this is all some kind of joke? Damn it! Where'd the lid go? Let me out of here!
By unleashing the full power of his cursed sword, Yoshimitsu was able to obtain Pandora. With the power of Pandora now in his possession, and with his sword finally having been calmed, Yoshimitsu believed he would finally be able to bring the Manji Ninja Clan back to fruition. But before he could set his plans into motion, Pandora suddenly vanished. Now, believing the box to be under a magic spell that merely concealed it, Yoshimitsu begins yet another journey to locate Pandora. Bison leading the pursuit of Pandora, to fill his desire for power, Balrog and Vega have been ordered to infiltrate the continent via a separate route, should things get complicated. While the two minions of Shadaloo are normally at each other's throats, they agreed to work together, both having the same ambition to keep the box for themselves. A box which was said to give living things unspeakable combat prowess. So with great unease, they began their journey. Balrog faced many opponents and defeated all those who stood in his way. In the end, he was able to finally get his hands on Pandora. The box gave him incredible power. Wasting no time, his first plan was to eliminate all those who would pose a threat to his newly acquired power. At the top of that list was the man who first gave him the order to retrieve the box, Bison. Baring his teeth as he smiled intently, Balrog thought of his former boss, who has now become nothing more than his next victim. The Mishima Zaibatsu and Shadaloo continue their vicious battle over Pandora, the mysterious box that was found in the Antarctic. By obtaining the box and its contents, Jin, leader of the Mishima Zaibatsu, believes he will be better able to understand the devil gene within him. So he decides to travel to the Antarctic to search for the box himself. Xiaoyu tries to reason with Jin, knowing the danger that he may be putting himself in. But Jin is determined to go, so Xiaoyu decides to go along with Jin on his journey to protect him.
わずかな可能性がある。俺は諦めない。
だったら私も行く。ジンを一人で行かせたりできない。
いいんだ。俺はいつか自分の手でこの地の自爆を消し去ってみせる。必ずな。
Despite all of Jin Kazama's hopes for a cure, even the power of Pandora proved to be no match for the Devil Gene. The only result from finding Pandora was for Jin to learn the true extent of the Devil Gene's power. If the extraterrestrial Pandora wasn't unable to overcome the power of the Devil Gene, then, for Jin, there was only one solution left. Having prepared himself for this possible outcome, Jin suddenly vanished. Those who knew and cared for Jin desperately searched for him, but he had disappeared without a trace. No one knows if or when he will ever return. The leader of Shadaloo, Bison, received word that the mysterious object known as Pandora, located within the meteorite, had rejected the psycho power used by the organization's satellite. With evil intent in his eyes, Bison pursues the meteorite and the mysterious box within it, believing that there is more to that box than meets the eye.
どんな力でも破壊できず、一方で大きな力を生物に与える破獄。
In order to eliminate any potential threats that may stand between him and the unimaginable power of the box, Bison decides that he must personally go and secure it before anybody else obtains it. He requests that Juri, a woman who suffered the loss of her parents and her own eye at the hands of Bison himself, should also accompany him. Juri remarkably accepts Bison's request without so much as a word about their entangled past.
私のやり方だけ
必要なものは全て手に入れ、どんな手段を使っても。これで箱は我が手に。
あれおかしいな、外しちゃった。
そのような手に引っかかるものが それに貴様の裏切りは計算のうちだ。
さすがメガちゃん、お利口でちゃね。お察しの通り、あんたについていく気なんて鼻からなかったさ。その箱は私がもらうよ。
私を裏切る代償は大きいぞ。
別にいいよ。だってそんなのあんたをぶっ潰せば関係ないじゃん。
After many hard-fought battles, Bison has finally obtained the power of Pandora. Using it to augment his psycho power, he gained new and far greater powers and abilities. He then sets off to annihilate all those who would oppose Xiaoyu, starting with the Mishima Zaibatsu. The roars of Bison's laughter can be heard as his enemies fall one by one. And now, Xiaoyu is on the verge of complete global domination. Even before the discovery of the meteorite, Akuma felt its presence within his being, like a voice calling out. The sensation grew day by day, almost taunting him, until finally the voice spoke clearly to him. As if it were guiding him, Akuma stood up and faded into the darkness. Where he has disappeared to is a mystery to all.
我を呼ぶ新たなる乱世の声。
Something was calling him from a place beyond his reach. Yet with each passing day, the voice grew louder. Within the darkness, the eyes of Ogre opened. The voice sounded like the one who had created him in the distant past. Shaking off the darkness, Ogre stood tall.
影から生まれし者が元の身を倒すことなどできようか。知らぬならその身に刻んでくれようぜ。
Created Ogre had left him here on Earth, but after thousands of years, they sent a means for him to return home. The Pandora. The box had taken him apart and carried him home. When Ogre regained consciousness, he found before his eyes countless mechanical versions of himself. Instantly, Ogre understood. He had been left on Earth to gain strategic information through his various battles. Now, the data Ogre possessed would be passed along to this invading army to increase their power.